What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to today's Enlightenment broadcast. I'm Jay Moore, your healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. It's Tuesday. It's the 28th, 2020. Man, 2020 has really gotten off to an interesting start. Life has already been throwing us some twists and turns, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Everybody's going to make it at some point. We may at some point lose our life. There are people that have lost their lives the past day or so, and we all will at some point come to that reality. But I've got a question to you. What will you do if you have to start over? So in today's broadcast, we are going to discuss very briefly, not for a long time, maybe 5 or 6 minutes. We're going to discuss how I started over. I think that's the only place I can start. I can't even talk to you about a theoretical way to start over. I'm going to talk to you about how I started over in my career, in my life. It just kind of goes back to circumstances. Circumstances will have you to think about where you might be in your life. One of the first circumstances, um, one of the first circumstances that I came across was, being let go of a really good job. Some people have jobs, and some people may have to come to um, some sort of new decision when you get fired. I've been fired, and when you've been laid off. So I was laid off, and because I was laid off, I then had a new thought, which was maybe you can start a business. Now, here's the thing, guys. Being laid off and being fired is not always bad. It's an opportunity. You go into a crisis, and it's automatically time to do something new. So when something happens, that's the cue. So I started over right there when I got laid off, when I got fired, and I started a business. But then what happens is life goes on, things happen, who knows what you're going through. And I got to a point in my business where I just wasn't, I didn't, I was like, man, what am I doing? Like, what do I really want? This is a question that you've got to ask yourself. If you want to start over, you can start over right now. If you want to start over to do anything, the first question is, what do I want? I was talking to my nephew, um, 2 nights ago, and he was talking about how he was going to get out of teaching. He says, this is my last year teaching, and you know what, I can see down the road, and that's not what I want. I'm going to go a different direction. So I said, man, focus on what you want, figure out exactly what you really want. And so he was like, yep, I don't know what that is right now. I'm just going to come, when the school year's over, even if I got a substitute, I will. But at the end of the day, I'm not going that way. He knows what he's not going to do, which is good. You got to know something. So he knows where he's not going. But you really got to find out what you want. And that is where everything lies, knowing what you want. Now, I didn't know what I wanted. So and I still do some things that I probably won't do for the rest of my career. But until the new thing is really going, then I'll just be I just kind of keep doing some things that I've been doing, because the healthy accountant came out of nowhere. I didn't realize that I would ever be this, whatever it is. Like, the healthy accountant is anything in your life, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, in your business, in your faith. All of these things, that's what the healthy accountant stands for. Why? Because I went through, and I've been going through the transformation process. But it started with one thing. I lost some weight. And that kind of started the first version of the healthy accountant. It was just about working out. Wasn't really so much about how I was eating at the time, which I knew I had to kind of change my diet a little bit. But it's gotten more in depth every year. It gets more in depth. with my health. Because, dude, you can fall, you can just drop dead today. Bam, you're gone. So the healthy accountant started with one thing and then moved into a circle of things. This is a start. I had to start. I was starting over, but I didn't know I was. I didn't know I was starting a business at the time. But that's what it is. It's a business. It's a business that teaches people, that coaches people, that helps people to realize where they are, where they want to go, and what they and then how they're going to do it. That's the healthy accountant path. That is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you, it's taken a lot of courage. See, that's another thing. You got to have some courage. You have to have some courage to start over, to know that you're starting over. You have to be willing to go through the process, the transformation that you want, because you have to have that transformation to help the next man, the next woman. Because if you don't have the transformation, then it's like, oh my goodness, then it's like, well, what am I doing this for? Like, there's like no way. Hey, good morning, Kim. How are you? There's no way you can help somebody if you don't come to the realization, if you don't have the transformation. So I'm thankful today. I'm thankful that you joined me. I'm thankful that you're here. And I'm thankful um, that you're probably thinking about starting over, and maybe this will help you to get to where you want to go. Hopefully it does. If it does, let me know. If you got some value out of this, let me know. Share this across Facebook. If you're watching on Instagram, leave a comment, let me know. If you see it on YouTube, definitely leave a comment for me. Man, I want to know. I want to know that this is something that could help you, because the health accountant is here to help you mentally, spiritually, financially, in your health, in your business. That is the transformation that we seek to help you with. But we have come into the transformation in all those areas. So thank you so much for joining. God bless you. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.